You are not black, black is dead in the law. The idea that black is a legal death status may seem shocking at first, but it is a concept deeply rooted in law, history, and the manipulation of identity. K.G. Bey and many Moorish scholars have long taught that black is not a nationality, a lineage, or a sovereign status. It is a label that strips people of their true heritage and legal rights. To reclaim your divine and lawful status, it is essential to understand how language, law, and history have been used to keep certain people stateless and without rights. The legal definition of black. In law, words do not mean what they do in everyday conversation. Black, according to legal dictionaries and historical records, is a term that denotes civil death, statelessness, and lack of legal standing. Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, defines black as dead in the eyes of the law when referring to a person's legal status. Historically, the term black was used in contrast to white in a legal sense, not as a racial identity but as a classification of standing in law. White, in legal terms, does not mean European. It refers to those who have recognized nationhood, legal rights, and a connection to land and governance. By identifying as black, you are unknowingly accepting a FARC status of non-recognition, which places you outside of the protections afforded to sovereign and recognized peoples. Why does this matter? The U.S. legal system operates under the doctrine of mare de facto, mare by force, and mare de jure, mare by law. Those who have terram de jure status have the right to self-govern, own land lawfully, and stand in proper jurisdiction. Those labeled black fall into the category of de facto citizens, subjects rather than sovereigns. No standing in law. Black is a civilly dead status, meaning those who claim it have no lawful rights recognized in courts beyond statutory privileges. Jurisdiction traps. Identifying as black subjects you to commercial law, UCC, rather than natural law and constitutional protections. We no nationality, no rights. Under international law, only nations and recognized peoples have full legal standing. Declaring a proper nationality is key to reclaiming rights. For the Moorish connection, reclaiming your nationality. Before the legal and social reclassification of the so-called black people, many were known as Moors, Washitaw, Al-Moroccans, and other indigenous identities. Moorish Americans trace their ancestry back to the original peoples of the Americas and the global Moorish Empire that predated colonial rule. In 1774, the U.S. denationalized Moors and reclassified them as Negro, colored, and later black to strip them of their legal rights. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1786-1836, between the Moors and the United States recognizes Moors as sovereign. The Moorish science movement, and scholars like Noble Drew Ali, C.M. Bey, and K.G. Bey have long taught that reclaiming your nationality is the first step to true freedom. Black is not a nationality. The solution? Declaring your Moorish heritage and standing on your lawful rights. Autocounselor, how to correct your status and exit the dead status. 1. Stop identifying as black. Legally, socially, and in all official documentation, correct your status. 2. Declare your nationality. Research and study your true lineage. If you descend from the Moors, Washitaw, or other indigenous groups, align with that heritage. 3. Record your status. File paperwork declaring your Moorish or indigenous nationality through recognized national groups or privately. 4. Correct your legal documents, update records with affidavits of status correction. Learn law jurisdiction. Knowledge is power. Understand how the contract law, UCC, and common law operate to protect yourself. The path to sovereignty. The greatest deception is convincing people they are something they are not. The moment you claim a status that has no standing in law, you unknowingly surrender your rights. The term black was imposed as a tool of control and limitation, not as an identity of pride. By reclaiming your nationality,